matter, covering both sides of the story on this scale.
Why are we so intrigued with the underworld?
These are people who do the things you can't do. Okay, they live outside our laws, they live outside our norms.
It's something that's going on underneath us, around us, and we don't quite know what it is. We don't know how to put our fingers on it.
This is a very interesting look at the American dream as practiced by a subset of Americans.
What people are interested in is getting into the minds of somebody who engages in organized crime, and at the same time getting into the minds of those people who fight organized crime.
The museum tells the story of the battle for Las Vegas, and the battle was between organized crime and law enforcement. There are good and bad things on both sides, and so we have spent a great deal of time and effort to make sure that the story is presented in its entirety.
It was a really negative thing to society, and how wonderful our agents of the law enforcement have been to help us get through that and continue to.
The Mob Museum building itself boasts an incredible history, not just for the part that it played in the Kefauver hearings, but for its significance to the city of Las Vegas.
People will be able to experience a historic site in a meaningful way, where they will learn something about the history of the community and what events that occurred in this very building mean to the people of Las Vegas, Nevada, and the world.
It's historic. I remember when I was a little kid, people from all over watched the Kefauver hearings with a great deal of interest, because it was the first time that the public was being advised of the possibility that organized crime existed in the United States.
There will be many engaging, interactive exhibits that are within that museum. So, for example, museum goers will try their hand at FBI surveillance techniques. So they will use, authentic, wiretapping, tools.
Another thing that we have all throughout the museum are these portraits and testimonies where we have interviewed people that have been involved in organized crime and fight against organized crime at every level for most of their lives.
Our team has spent years amassing some truly rare artifacts, including such iconic pieces as the wall from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
We have created a national story. It's more than a Las Vegas story. It's a story about the growth of the mob in America, in the cities of the East, in the cities of the West, and how from humble beginnings it permeated all of our society in the 20th century, and it's still with us today.
The thing about the Mob Museum is that I think it will really get across the point that organized crime exists to make money, and it exists to give